Hey, what's up guys, Mudded HD here, and welcome to episode 74 of my Journey to the Top series. And in the previous episode, we hit one of the roughest patches that we have had this season in the BPL, and it's just been not going well for us, seeing as we didn't get our desired striker Rodriguez because of EA not making a game that works. And the fact that we've been losing games in situations that we could win. And I know the team can perform better, but it's just getting that performance out of them. For some reason, the other teams that we're coming up against are just pulling performances out of the bag, and we're just dropped our heads and just not getting the right just the right composure in front of goal, as well as in defence. I've got to say, since Rodias Ramirez, I don't know whether this is the reason, but since Rodias Ramirez has left us, it seems like the defence is absolutely pathetic right now, and I don't know what's going on with them, but maybe we might have to sort a bit of a defensive change up. I'm not totally sure right now. But anyway, we've got a game against Sunderland. This is a revenge game after the FA Cup game that we lost against them. And we took the lead earlier. Binny IAC making a great strike. But that's what I mean by a bad defense. We just got drawn by one player. Ball gets played over the top by Key. And there we go. Stephen Fletcher is not going to miss any chances from that sort of position. But it was 1-1. And we posed an alright threat. I've got to say, that should be going in. I'm used to these sort of chances going in. It's getting kind of annoying now. And I just can't stand at Benzia missing chances after chances when I know he can do so much better. But I think that was Berisha there pulling off a nice snapshot onto the post. And it did not go in. It just rattled off and went to some a Sunderland player, so not very fortunate. But then some guy called Siligano yet again finding enough space to put the ball in the back of the net. But that's just poor defending by, I think that's Payet there, just not getting to his man, taking out his own goalkeeper, and then Stephen Fletcher puts the ball into the back of the net to make it 3-1, and that's how we ended up losing the game. So it's not going too well. I've got the youth development on my back about Kala, and I know I haven't been playing him, but damn, is it hard to get into a team. Maybe we should play these younger players, see if they can actually grind something out. But you see there, we have lost our top spot to Arsenal for 4 points now, and it's not going too well. You see, we've been picking up a couple of losses along the way and not enough wins, of course, and just it's not going well at all, and draws are not going to help us at all in this fight to get into the Champions League. I'm really wanting to get that Champions League spot, but I do think if after this season I'm going to take a break from career mode, but this certain career mode, and do a different one, and I have an idea and maybe start another career mode with a different team, but I'll talk about that at a later date when I do finish this season. But anyway, we've got a couple of WC World Cup qualifiers, and it didn't go too well. We got a draw out of that Colombia game somehow, again with Falcao on the other team, with Muriel and all them other players. They are a damn strong team, but we have a game against Southampton, and I've got to say, this was a game I knew I could get a result out, because I'm not that fond of Southampton, to be quite honest. They still posed a threat, but I knew they were quite low down on the table. And I thought this is a good chance to get the heads up high for the team and get some goals into the back of the net and try and influence some better performances. But you see here, a great chance for Pack to put us up there. I'm resting a couple of players in this game because they were feeling a bit after the World Cup qualifiers. But you see there, a pretty fortunate goal. Pack getting a goal, pretty much easy as pie to get that into the back of the net. And there we go, 1-0 up in the 32nd minute. But we had to go out and get more, because you never know on Legendary, they could just come up from anywhere and get a goal. But a great bit of skill, and there we go, Christian Tello gets knocked over, and there we go, Martin is absolutely annoyed out of his head that has been given. I don't know what he's moaning about, because that was a solid foul. And there we go, Benzia steps up right into that top right hand corner, where I like to put it, although the keeper did go the right way, so it was kind of fortunate. But anyway, we've got to keep on going, and we got a 2-0 lead, so really there was nothing to really push upon going forward. But I never really want to sit back and let the team come on to me, especially on Legendary, as I said before. But Southampton did pose threats from set pieces, and they had a couple. You see there, nice volley, and damn, was that a good goal. Taranali Lee to get a goal in the 84th minute, and I was waking in my boots there because damn, this is not going good. And when they played the ball to Lee there, and I was like, oh no, this ain't going to end too well. But a great heroic block by the defender. I'm not totally sure who that was. It might have been Payet, but Morgan is played through. Can he get his first goal? But it didn't matter because Bini he manages to put it away. He's great at finishing, and really, he's been a bit disappointed, but that finish there was pretty easy, and he puts us right up there to win this game now. In the 90th minute, not a lot going to be going on, but a pretty big defensive error there from Callas, I think. I think he was the one who blocked it before. A pretty big defensive error, but it did. Butland manages to get his hands on it anyway, and we managed to get away with the 3 points, which was good for us, and see if the morale will go up. But Thomas Callas, he's been okay since he started with us. Not the best player. I really prefer Rodias Ramirez, but the money that we got for him has allowed us to bring in more players. But the form that we're in right now is not the best, and a couple of players going up. Jack Morgan has. Mandania has gone up as well, and Danny Blakeman as well is going up, even though I'm not playing him. So maybe he could hit a high level, and maybe we could just get a nice replacement striker in for some cup games next year. But anyway, we're got a game against Swansea here, and this was another game session that I was recording in, and this was the next day from the last day, and I was thinking, oh right, I've got to do something, I've got to sort this out. I know we took the 3 points from Southampton, but still, really, we need to take the 3 points from everything if we want to challenge for a Champions League spot. And really, Swansea were brilliant, I've got to say. They were very, very good, just waiting their time, and the chances that they got were pretty unfortunately didn't go in for them, and we got kind of lucky in most spots. But a great tackle. I think that was a penalty, but really, referee, you didn't see anything. And we managed to get that one away. Really, this game, a lot was to Swansea with their possession play. And you see here, a nice block by Payet, sticking to the man. And really, Swansea dominated this, as you can see from the highlights. We just couldn't get... And something that I've struggled with is getting to the ball up to the strikers and letting them run on. Because if I play the ball over the top now, the defence seems to have bags of pace now. And it seems like they've adapted it to our game. But here, a really powerful shot from Berisha, just going high over the bar. But Abini he gets played through there, not the best of chances taken, and it's still 0-0. And in the 90th minute, you know what's going to happen here as they play it out into the middle. Mishu is there, and what sort of defending do you call that? Callas is running past your player. You wouldn't see that in real life. Well, in the rare occasion you might, and there we go, they score in the last minute. So I said to myself, I need to change this up, and a formation change is what we've been needing, I think, and this is what I went for. I didn't go for a 4-2-2-2, I went for a 4-2-3-1 wide, and that's what I went for. I think it'll suit our formation, get us ourselves another CDM in there, and that'll be Mandania. So it's good that we signed him up and manages to put him into the squad for this Spurs game that we're coming up. And that's the team that we had. You see, I took out Bejavenka because he's in poor form. He's been absolutely rubbish and he wants to leave the club, so he's getting on my nerves. So we had this game, and Fernando in the first few minutes of the game, it gets crocked by Spurs, and I was unhappy to see that because I knew I don't have another CDM to replace him. But fortunately on the bench we did have Muncia, and really he can play CDM, and I was very fortunate to have him in the team right then because he could have been on the reserves. I knew I probably would have had him, but there we go. CDM is one of his known positions, but he is injury prone. But we're going to have to take that risk because Fernando has a broken ankle, and that's going to be about 3 months. In fact, it is 3 months that he's going to be out for. But we have a great chance there. Great use of burst pace there from Kiko Femini. To get past the player, and really Bale, they played Bale at left back, I think, and really that really situated that position that I was worried that he was going to be playing left mid and just make absolute terrorism on our defense. But really we defended well this game, a bit poor there. And really, Butland saved our nugget there. But Berisha getting free there, and it's just not what I want to see. Them sort of shots that I'm used to really being cracked into the back of the net, it's just not going in. And really, Spurs cranked up the pace later on in the game. Of course, they got some great fit players. But you see there, I got played pretty much on the 90th minute, and I could have played that ball over the top, but the referee blew right there where the counter-attack was right on. Could have played that ball over the top and we would have been in and probably would have scored, but knowing our form right now, probably wouldn't have gone into the back of the net. So 3 months is the time that Fernando is going to be out, one of our best CDMs, and you see there, Manchester United are right on our bottoms, and really Liverpool are, as well as all the other teams there. And really drop-off point is Aston Villa with 46 points. So really, guys, I'm going to have to end the episode here. I hope you all are enjoying the snow in the UK right now. I'm really not going outside because it's too cold. But really, I'm going to have to end the episode, so please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and also I'm trying to get this Ultimate Team series done. Of course, as I said, Stick or Twist is not going to be continuing, but I'm trying to sort out a thumbnail because I did find out how do you get a thumbnail into a video without being partnered, so I need to find someone that can design them. If you know anyone, please leave a comment or inbox me. It would be greatly appreciated. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.